Okay, are we all here?
The Stokebrand, yep.
Okay.
Trustee Arndorfer, it appears one. We are present, yes.
Okay, great. All right, I'd like to call the Village Board to order at 7:38 p.m. I believe everybody is present this evening. Has this meeting been properly noticed?
The meeting has been properly noticed and posted according to law.
All right, thank you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for your time, talent, and patience in advance. We have no special order of business this evening. Item number 5, consent agendas. And the consent agenda, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
All right, motion by trustee Moore Baldoff, seconded by trustee Ursink. Any discussion? Trustee Stokebrand? You're muted. Can you unmute?
I'd like to pull item.
Trustee Stokebrand, you're on twice. That's probably why there's an echo.
You're still muted, though.
Kathy, you're still muted.
Is there anything we can do to help?
This is where I insert my Zoom joke.
I'm looking to see, I just don't want to kick her out and remove both instances, but I do see what Toya is talking about, that she's on twice.
Mm-hmm. I see. So typically you would mute one and then the audio would pick up from the other, but for some reason that's not working.
Could it be carrying over from the last meeting? Because those were 2 different links. I had to close out one of my tabs.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay. I'd like to pull item B as in Betty, C as in Connie, and D as in Danielle.
B, C, and D. Certainly. Any other discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor of approving the consent agenda with the exceptions of B, C, and D, say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, consent agenda is adopted. Moving on to item 6. Item 5B, consider regular village board meeting minutes, October 16th, 2023. Trustee Stokebrand?
Yeah, I would move to defer this. I tried to go through, the regular meeting minutes looked fine, but I tried to go through the committee of the whole, and there were large errors. And it was too much I would rather put this together in a written form. And I believe that the finance director is not here tonight either. So for instance, the police department was combined with the capital budget on one bullet item. And so without spending a lot of time here, I'd rather try to rework this myself and submit an amendment.
That'd be great. I'd welcome a motion in that regard.
I move to defer the committee of the whole minutes from October 16th.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Stokebrand, seconded by trustee Ursink. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 5C, that is consider special village board meeting minutes, October 18th, 2023. Trustee
I would-
Stokbrand.
I would move to defer C and D also. Was anyone else able to open the, I believe there was, something was sent late this afternoon for the closed session minutes
Okay,
that I was trying to download.
sure. I would take a motion to defer.
I move to defer item C as in Connie and D as in Danielle.
I'll second.
All right, motion by trustee Stokbrand, seconded by trustee Kudo. Trustee Ursink, did you have a comment?
Nope, that was accident.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, motion carries. So 5D, you would also like to defer those, trustee Stokbrand?
Correct. So was that in the minutes? Was that in the email today that was also sent later, Rebecca? Was it both of those that were sent in an email late today?
I did not see an email that came out because I was in a training with Toya.
The only minutes, Becky, if I can jump in, the only minutes
Sure.
I sent were for the updates to the October 20th meeting. So those were sent to the trustees separately, and then the full packet was reposted this afternoon as well.
Got it.
But trustee Stokbrand, if you'd like to make a motion to defer, please do so.
I move to defer item D, the village board meeting, special meeting, October 20th.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay,
Oh, no,
motion
looks
by
like
trustee
Trustee
Stokbrand.
Ardorfer has a question.
Yeah, trustee, seconded by trustee Kudo. Trustee Arndorfer, you have a question or comment?
Yeah, when were these minutes issued to us
I will check my outbox now,
for the
or my
special meeting?
sent.
It was sent this afternoon. It was just an update. It was an amended set of minutes.
2:48 p.m.
Okay, what was the amendment?
Oh, I'm sorry. It just included additional language, recapping the closed session item before reconvening into open session.
It
How
was
was
one.
Sorry,
What's that?
How was it modified?
I included one sentence between just depicting what action would happen, just that the village board discussed former library employee and library board members' role and actions with regards to these matters as listed in the closed session language.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. That concludes our items removed from the consent agenda. There are no public hearings this evening. Item 8, citizens to be heard. This item is for matters not on the agenda. Discussion may follow. Comment on non-agenda items or discussion and action may come at future meetings. Are there any citizens to be heard this evening? Trustee Arndorfer? No. Okay. Let's see. I am not seeing any hands at this time. Is anybody else?
I don't see any. Maybe folks just have to come off mute if they're not, or if they come off mute maybe. But I don't see hands either.
All right, so moving on to new business, we have 9A, consider award of contract for 2024 CC Phase 2. This comes to us with a memo and a recommended motion. Director Butchlick or Trustee Ursink?
Director Bushlick, would you like to jump in on this one? Would you like to add a comment? I can make a motion if necessary.
I
I'm happy to answer any questions after, when you're ready for discussion.
Is anyone ready to make a motion, or would you like questions first?
I'll make the motion.
Okay,
So I move that a unit price contract for the 2024 Phase 2 Southeast Combined Sewer Improvements be awarded to Globe Contractors, Inc., subject to its meeting the insurance requirement outlined in the project specifications for the base bid, only in the base bid amount of $6,869,000 and $399.
is there a second?
Second.
All right, motion by trustee Ursink, seconded by trustee Lynn. Any discussion? I will just say this is so historic, and it is incredible that we are at this place, and it is also exhausting, and I'm hearing from residents how tired they are and maxed out. And so it does feel like throwing salt on a wound to approve the next phase, knowing that, people are feeling so stressed out. And yet it is the most important infrastructure project that we've done. Well, they're all important. So I just want to say that, and that I may ask the board if there's any research we can do, if there's any precedent for reaching out to residents who have been impacted by this in creative ways. But I also want to thank Director Bushlick for writing a very kind letter that went to everyone, making a commitment to even better planning and communication next year, and to learn from this year, even though excellent planning and communication did occur this year. It's just a really hard project. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm in full support of moving forward. All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Moving on to 9B, consider professional services agreement for municipal GIS services. This comes to us also with a memo and a recommended motion. Is there anything that staff would like to add, or any questions for staff at this time? I'm sorry, I'm not. See.
I have nothing to add from the memo, but I'd be happy to answer any questions that people might have. I do acknowledge this represents a change in our current GIS provider back to our former. And so staff does believe that this is the best move for us moving forward. So if there's any questions with respect to our process or how we decided, I'd be happy to elaborate from the memo if necessary.
Thank you. All right, I'm not seeing any hands. Is there a motion?
I can make a motion.
Okay.
So I move to select Ruckert Milky, sorry. Ruckert Milky as the village's municipal GIS service provider, and direct staff to enter into a contract for the services beginning in 2024, subject to review of the village attorney.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, motion by trustee Ursink, seconded by trustee Lynn. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
I just want to quickly just say that if nobody in the public has visited our website and looked into our GSI mapping, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic resource from everything from our tree population to the homeowners in the community. It's just a very robust site that we have. And I just actually accidentally discovered it one day. Well, I was looking up trees and came across it, but it's a really robust sort of interface, and I recommend residents to look into it, because there's a lot of information there.
Thank you, trustee Ursink. All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Item 10, that concludes new business. Item 10, reports of village officials. Village president included the presentations that I was a part of at the league conference. There was a deep dive on housing, so I presented with I think there were 3 other presenters, and about the work we've done on education. And I was on another panel around social media, but we didn't have those slides, so we didn't link them at this time. And then secondly, we have a proclamation recognizing Native American Heritage Month, and Trustee Baldoff has said that she would read it this evening.
Yes, I am just getting it up in front of me here. Sorry. Thought I had it up and I didn't.
Does anyone know what page it's on? Is it like 248 or?
It's like right at the end. I've got it now. Okay.
Okay.
Proclamation in recognition of National Native American Heritage Month. Whereas in 1990, Congress requested that President Bush designate November as National Native American Heritage Month in recognition of the rich history and culture of the country's Native population. And whereas since 1995, Presidents Clinton, George W. Bush, Obama, and Trump have issued annual proclamations which designate November as National American Indian Heritage Month, known since 2009 as National Native American Heritage Month, or more commonly as American Indian and Alaska Heritage Month. And whereas Wisconsin is home to 11 federally recognized tribes: Bad River Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa; Ho-Chunk Nation, Lakota Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa; Lac du Flambeau of Lake Superior, Chippewa; Menominee Tribe of Wisconsin; Oneida Nation, Forest County, Potawatomi; Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa; St. Croix, Chippewa; Sakogan, Chippewa, Mole Lake, and Stockbridge, Muncie, in addition to other non-federally recognized tribes. And whereas the Village of Shorewood recognizes that the village currently exists on the ancestral homeland. And whereas, as the first Americans, Native Americans have helped shape our nation at every point since before its founding, including being the inspiration for the ideals of self-governance and determination that are the framework of the government. And therefore be it resolved that Ann McCaig, Village President of Shorewood, hereby proclaims that the month of November is recognized as National Native American Heritage Month in the Village of Shorewood.
Thank you very much. All right, and moving on to reports of trustees. We make reports as a liaison to a committee or regarding activity in the community.
I'm happy to report on chickens. I did it earlier, but it wasn't on the record. So now I'm going to do it on the record.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Clerk Harrell ever so gently reminded me. So we had Community and Business Relations meeting this evening. I think just for next time, we should probably agenda more time. There was a lot of discussion, a lot of back and forth. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions. What we came up with was that we wanted to see a draft ordinance. We asked Bart if he could put that together for us using Wauwatosa and Milwaukee as kind of the guidelines. So there were folks on the call who didn't want chickens, folks on the call who did want chickens. So we'll take a look in December at our December meeting, since neither Bart and I will be here in 2 weeks. And so we'll take a look in December and, try to either vote up or vote down a clean ordinance. So there may be some other discussion we need to have. There may be some amendments that we go through, but generally speaking, the chicken saga continues for another month, at least. So that's our update.
Thank you. Trustee Ursink?
Yeah, I can give a update about our Public Works Committee that we had this evening in regards to various sort of pedestrian improvement features. One in regards to APS sort of systems with our intersection, like the lights at our intersection, that will be more audible for so our community members that that may be hearing or visually impaired, or hearing and visually impaired. We're moving forward with recommendation to the full board that we update certain, at least the intersection of Oakland and Capitol. So that was approved. We also discussed the new configuration on Edgewood, which has recently been marked and resurfaced. And we basically had a pretty robust discussion with some residents about improvements that we're looking to make, improvements that we've made and why we've made those improvements, and just kind of an overall sort of conversation on, the direction of the board and how focused we are on pedestrian safety sort of improvements in the community.
Thank you. And I'll say thanks for another great season of the farmers market. All right. Any other trustee reports?
I could give the JP&L update for anyone who missed it before. We had, again, some pre-meeting conversation. So on the issue of the appointment to the library board, while we, agreed that we had, 2 really solid applicants on file, given everything that's gone on, we just wanted to make sure and this is outside of the normal timeline for term appointees, just wanted to make sure that we had an opportunity for anyone who was interested in serving, and also that call for additional applicants for the application process went out to community members in the village manager's memo prior to the committee meeting being noticed. So we chose to defer the appointment process for 2 weeks to our next meeting. And in that time, we'll, be able to, as committee, I plan to talk with applicants and, be able to move forward quickly. We don't want to let this sit for very long, but we do want to make sure that we're giving, folks ample opportunity to be a part of righting the ship here. Although I will say that we did have, like I said, we had really solid applicants, and one of them did, however, withdraw his application for the role. So we do have, still one great applicant on file, and I believe I know I have heard from a couple of folks who are interested. So I, will connect with staff and President McCaig on what other applicants we end up getting, if any.
All right, thank you. Anyone
Have a
else?
question on that.
Excuse me?
Yeah, so when would this come before the full board then?
Probably in December.
In
At the
December?
earliest, I guess at the earliest.
All right. Okay, I mean, we got notification from the library board on October 26th, so it would be good to try to fill that expeditiously because they do have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I think we're out of scope to be discussing.
All
This
right.
is just a report. So
Noted.
I think questions regarding any reports that are offered can be submitted in emails unless there's, clarification that's needed.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
Trustee Stokbrand?
So can someone tell me about the withdrawal?
Yes. So Paul Zovic withdrew his application this evening.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I'd
Right.
add one more very small report. The Shorewood Rec League basketball season started up again. Started off great for the kids. Once again, the Bucks are partnering with us and offering some ticket vouchers to the kids for a game. It's a great program for kids who are learning about basketball and interested in playing. And I just commend the rec department and Justin and all the staff. They do such a great job with this, and we're so lucky to have it.
Thank you. All right. Any trustees feeling left out and want to make a report? Okay. Future items of consideration?
I just wanted to, under the village manager's report,
Oh,
Director.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Director Griepentrag is on the line. I just want to congratulate him on this grant that was achieved and wanted to just provide an overview. It was also provided within the scope of your packet.
Mhm. Thank you very much. And thanks for the work on that, Bart. I'm really excited.
Thank you, Bart.
All right, now, item 11, future items of consideration. Are there any this evening? I don't think I see anyone. All right, motion to adjourn.
I'll move to adjourn.
Second.
All right, motion by trustee Kudo, second by trustee Lynn. Any objections? Hearing none, we are adjourned at 8:05. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Cheers.